Funnily enough, I've been born from my mother's side into butcher family, so we did have a butcher shop, and it was every Tuesday and Thursday that the pigs and the cows came in and got slaughtered. But for us it was normal, and we also thought it was a beautiful playground, the butcher shop, because we always went around there and slapped the animals when they were hanging and looked at it. And I left Stuttgart and my family when I was about 18 and moved to Hamburg in order to start my studies. I did take quite a bit of drugs up there, and one evening we took drugs and it ended up in a kind of an orgy. So about 15 people, they were all mixed, and we all had a mad evening with sex. At the time, it was the big wave of AIDS, so everybody was scared of AIDS. And the day after, when everything was over, we were all kind of like, oh God, what have we done? Because the sex was unprotected. At the time, an AIDS test took about a week, so the fear of having been infected was massive. Sitting outside on a bench, and all of a sudden it occurred to me this could be one of the last times. It was just going very extreme in my mind, and I realized then a calmness came, that everything is actually more intense, more beautiful. Hell itself was part of the reflection that came from the idea of having a deadly disease. The flame or the material, how it was treated. It was flammable material. The painting itself was with a blowtorch, so there as well the fire came in, the destruction part. So there was the heat and the fire that was actually the medium to create the artwork. Some of the artwork, for example, I used the red stuff that is on top of matchsticks, and burned them after. Those became the sickness paintings. The imminent idea of the substance that is on there, which can go up in flames, so that represents the hell. Then it has been burned and bubbled up, and it looked like deceased skin. First you're drawn to it, and then you realize it's dangerous and you step back for it. It gives people a two-way feeling, the beauty and then the imminent fear. From terrorism, wars, bombings, and Fearism as a concept was very important, because more and more I realized it rules our daily lives. I try to get into the artworks the idea of death, so the imminent death. So I started working with explosives, I started working with the feeling of death and also with the beauty of the pieces. All it is meant to show is fear is part of life, and that life itself can be beautiful once you embrace fear and see it as a factor that actually creates new things.